Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Today, I am pleased to have the owner and the founder of the LOCnificent Fest, Lovaeta Amoako. Am I saying it right? Yes.
Lovaeta Amoako.
Amoako with me. She is going to let us know her why and what is going on and how can we attend. So we're just going to get right into it. This is an amazing name, LOCnificent. It shows great power and it just tells me pretty much everything we probably need to know. But how did this come about? What was the mission behind starting this?
Sure. One, I want to say thank you for having me. I appreciate your platform and the emphasis of it, of growth, entrepreneurship, and what that looks like for the community. So thank you. In terms of LOCnificent, it was established in 2018. It was actually intended to be a one-time LOC appreciation event. And it was part of a personal development growth program I was doing. And it was one of the goals I set to create a community experience. And the community experience was supposed to be a LOC appreciation event, mainly a day party of sorts. And as I started putting it together, we added a hair showcase, and we added some vendors. And but ultimately, the goal of it was to create a space where people with LOCs, people who appreciate LOCs, or people who just appreciate culture can feel seen, heard, and have a space to have fun, right? I think at the core, one of the main things is that LOCnificent, unlike other hair events, expos, we want to bring joy and we want to bring this fun and somewhat of a party element and then mesh that into hair culture, hair empowerment, and Black joy.
Oh, okay. So this year's theme is We Are the Blueprint. Is that correct?
So actually, that was last year's theme. Last year's theme was We Are the Blueprint. This year, we're still contemplating. I don't have the theme outlined yet, but I will soon.
Now, are there different, I guess, vendors and other people that come to the fest, or is it strictly an educational experience?
So it is, we feature vendors. We have a lot of Black-owned businesses that are both local and, from maybe sometimes other states. We've even had a couple of people from out the country, Trinidad-based or small businesses that have participated. It essentially, when it first started, it was just a one-day event and mainly focused on, the hair show, performances, DJs. But for the past 2 years, we've added educational or empowerment and discussion component via a panel discussion that's usually held 3 days before the main event.
Got it. Now, you talked about, and we've talked about even off camera, about the rebranding of this. And so branding is important, especially for something this large. So what does that look like for 2026?
Yes. So it's been quite the evolution. As someone who didn't intend to be, I'll say this, an entrepreneur, that I'm actually one of the few people, I know some people, I want to have my own business. I actually was like, I like 9 to 5. I like reporting to work, going home, leaving the work at the job. But LOCnificent is a passion of mine. And, now I feel like it's a calling. And now I'm in a space where I'm like, okay, let me make this passion a business, right? Okay. So and for 2026 in particular, for the past 2 years or so, we've been slowly doing other events throughout the year, a couple day parties. We've done a cute day party called Love His Locs. It's for men with locks and their admirers. men with locks are sometimes coveted, and we wanted to give them their shine and their flowers and just make it fun. We did that for the past 2 years, and that was good. We've also recently started doing these day parties called For the Culture.
Mhm.
And so all that to say, we're trying to build out the experiences throughout the year. And that's the goal, one of the main goals of in terms of how we want to grow. And more specifically, we've been known as LOCnificent Fest. This year, for the first time, we're dropping the word fest, because fest is great, but it in some ways it's tied to a one-time thing. And we want this to not only we want it to be a Lochnificent world, the Lochnificent experience, right? It could even be a lifestyle, a community. And one thing I gotta say, we have really built a good community. And one of the great things about Lochnificent, or any event, Lochnificent specifically, that we host every year, but events that we have throughout, people have literally told me they feel like they're at home.
Okay.
And that's something that we try to put at the forefront, creating that joy, creating that safe space, that fun, easygoing space, but something that's also celebratory of us. That's why last year, We Are the Blueprint was, especially with the political climate and things of that nature, it was meant to be a reminder of how powerful we are and how we set the tone, we set trends. It's incredible. And we, people of color, right? And that's what last year's theme was about. And this year we are still contemplating. But yeah.
So seeing that entrepreneurship is a new thing for you, and then you found passion within it, how was that transition for you?
It hasn't always been easy, to be honest.
Be honest about it.
It's an adjustment. It's an adjustment. You have to learn how to market, how to be a brand. Like, I still work on that every day. Like, I have a active social life, and sometimes I find myself supporting other people, going to other events, or I'll give someone else shine, and they're like, "Hey, you have a business, you're doing your thing, right?"
Yeah.
Right. So I'm trying to incorporate ways to, if I travel, how can I incorporate some sort of content around that, whether it's lock related or culture or something of that nature. So, and it's also difficult because I have a full-time job that's requires a lot. But on the plus side, what I do on a 9 to 5, I work for the public sector, and I have a background in project management. Now I lead strategy and coordination efforts. So I get to use that day-to-day work and implement it and on the planning side when it comes to my events.
Well, yeah, those are very strong skills to have versus you having to go find it. Now you have to apply it to yourself versus telling other people to do it. And like you said, entrepreneurship is not easy, but round of applause for you taking a deep dive in it and finding something you actually like. So you've been running LOCnificent for 8 years now. It's been over 8 years.
Yes.
And during these 8 years, what type of child have you ever just said, you know what, this is not gonna work, based on whatever ups and downs, or what made you push through to say, you know what, this is something people look forward to, I need to make sure it occurs yearly?
Yes. There have been moments where I'm like, why am I doing this? This is so much. And I've been pouring a lot into it. And I think it's a balance of, one, when things go great, you're on a high. And when things don't go so great, I like to take it and treat it as a lesson learned. And I think one thing about the struggle with events is that, 1 year could be the weather was bad, or, the economy was a little tough.
Yeah.
Right. So it can fluctuate. And, but one thing I could say, from a production standpoint, we've grown every year. The experience we create has grown. Right. And it's always unique. We try to bring something unique every time. And that, I think that's part of the challenge. But actually, I lost my train of thought. What was the question?
What made you push through these 8 years and say, "Hey, I need to bring it back every"?
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Yes, I pushed through because of people's response. Like literally the first time we had LOCnificent in 2018, it was intended to be a one-time event. And people showed up, had an amazing time, and requested that it be annual. And so I followed through on that and have been doing it ever since. And year after year, some of the people who are part of the community, the hair show participants who come back faithfully and showcase in the hair show, give all their energy, their talent, and are part of the family. That's what inspires me to continue. People's comments, people's feedback, and people saying that this is a space that's needed, and being grateful for it is definitely what keeps me going.
Yeah, that's very inspirational right there. You satisfying or fulfilling a need for them. So, yep, you're doing a good job. Don't worry about it. We know that this event is more than just about hair. And you're filling a lot of spaces, like we just said, need that people want to see themselves, representation. Where do you see, and you already mentioned the branding going from LOCnificent Fest to LOCnificent World, more events during the year. Where do you see it going within the next few years? Like, is it going to go past these activities? Do you think a foundation? Like, where do you see this brand particularly going?
So I think LOCnificent has quite a bit of opportunity for growth and advancement. One, more events throughout the year, more events in other locations aside from New York City. To date, we've only done events in New York City. I would love to take LOCnificent or another component of our smaller events to other cities.
Okay.
DC is on the radar, DMV area. I would love to go to, a lot of people say Atlanta, but I think I'll wait, I'll hold off on Atlanta.
Is
One
there
of
any
the,
particular reason why?
I just feel like it has a lot of culture, but it's one of the challenges about New York City is that we're so cultured. It's a little oversaturated. Like there's so much to do. There's so much of this, so much of that, and it's competitive. And I've been to Atlanta a few times, and it's like, you know, the Black Mecca, but I also feel like it has a ton of things too. A part of me even thinks about going to a place where there's a where it's lacking hair culture, Black culture, right? And maybe they'll be more receptive to it. But I also have goals to go to international as well. I definitely would love to do something in Ghana. I have Ghanaian background. My dad's from Ghana, so that's home for me. And also just not doing, doing events that are related to wellness, empowerment, just a diverse array of culturally driven events for the community is one of our main goals.
Now, you saying you working 9 to 5 still while pulling this off. And you never imagined being an entrepreneur. So what was like the 17 or the 15-year-old you, what did you see yourself doing at this time? Did you even see yourself even dabbing in entrepreneurship, or what did those dreams look like compared to now?
So no, definitely was not on my radar. And I don't know if I was an odd child, but I swear I had 30 different things that I wanted to do at some point. You know, I wanted to be a lawyer. At one point I was like, I want to be an American Gladiator. Remember that show?
Yeah.
I was like, anything. I was like, I can do this. I wanted to be an actress. One thing I could say, I never wanted to go into was medicine. I never wanted to be a doctor or anything of that nature. But yeah, no, I didn't see myself as an entrepreneur. You know, I went to college in political science. I got a graduate degree in urban planning, And I really do like what I do. It is like I work in affordable housing. So it is a way to like give back and do something that's impactful. And I'm super grateful I get to do that as my 9 to 5 and do something that I feel like is impactful for the community.
Okay.
From 6 p.m. to whatever time.
I'm not a gladiator, but I do save lives in some sort. I appreciate that. Well, one thing we like to do, and I like to do, is get quotes from people, because I think quotes help you through your day, through your hard times. Is there a quote or any saying that you kind of like say, you know what, this is what I'm gonna say once a day, or this is when I'm having a bad day, this is something that I use?
The one that is popping up in my head is one that my mother used to say when I was growing up. And, you know, sometimes our parents tell us something and be like, oh, yeah. And now that I'm older, I'm like, wow, that's probably one of the most significant things. It's simple, but makes complete sense. She used to tell me to put a little gratitude in my attitude. And like for me, I think that is a reminder of like how we should move in life day to day, right? Like there's wins, and sometimes we don't acknowledge our wins, our successes. And you're, as an entrepreneur, you're pushing. Oh, this didn't go right. This wasn't perfect.
Yeah,
you know, this many people didn't show up, or you know, and then when you host events, most people don't even realize that, right? And we're very critical of ourselves, critical of the event. But I'm grateful for the growth. I'm grateful for the community. I'm grateful for the opportunities I've, you know, have access to. So yes, put a little gratitude in your attitude. Put a little gratitude in your attitude.
I like that. I'm gonna have to write that one down. Because definitely you get disappointed because you think like all this hard work is not paying off. But as you can see, you've done it year after year, regardless of how you felt at the beginning of the year. You were able to push forward and do it the next year. Continuing this journey that you're very successful on right now, what are things, because people don't realize the things you need or you have to do to create a team or create this type of event? What are some things that you know that's definitely needed if someone was like, you know what, I either want to contribute or I want to start something like this that's similar, or, you know, something along those lines? What are things they need to think of before jumping into something of this magnitude?
Absolutely. You need to think about the why you're doing it, and be consistent with that. I think that's one of the key things. I've found that it's easy, or not easy, but you can sometimes get distracted, and you know, maybe you had a fundamental vision and then things grow grateful, or people come to you with 10,000 ideas. But I think sometimes keeping to the core and being consistent is one thing that's very important if you're doing something like this. Also, knowing like the budget, like having realistic goals, planning things out. You know, I have a lot of tools I've developed to like help me stay on track. You know, you have systems that you can build out over time, so that that's a little redundant and will help you execute, right? And I think having a good team that supports you, and to be honest, I'm very grateful because I'm a small business, and it's difficult, like, you know, from a funding perspective. So whether, you know, finding ways to be creative on how to get support, right? Because not always, I don't have like a bunch of staff. I have volunteers. I have a advisory and committee team who've been actively participating and supporting LOCnificent for years, who helped me run the hair show. I've also used access to like intern programs where they match you with interns and they pay the interns. So it's finding these resources that are out there I need to get more into the grant life or grant world. But all that stuff takes time too. It's like, it takes time to put all this together and pour into it. But yeah, it's definitely a balance. You got to find the time, but yeah.
Well, I commend you. Congratulations. You are doing it. That's one step forward versus saying, I should try it. No, you're actually doing it and have successful years behind it. So wish you many success and more. And if you haven't, make sure you take notes. Make sure you follow LOCnificent. Even if she changes the name, we'll give you the updated name. So make sure you follow her, support her, attend the festivals. Actually send her messages saying you want it in your city. If you do that more often, she can say, hey, you know what, this is a national demand thing. So definitely look for her and look for more things that she's doing. Is there anything that you wanted to share with the audience that you think would be contributing to something you may be doing in the future, something they can look forward to?
Sure. So we have a day party coming up. Actually, we have two things coming up for the month of June. We're doing a activation in Brooklyn, New York. So I think I mentioned I'm based in Brooklyn, New York, in New York City, and they have this event called Franklin Avenue Open Streets. They open the street up to the community for the day, and we're partnering with two other Black women-owned businesses that do hair events. Okay. So that's Saturday, June 6th. It's a free event. We're going to do some hair showcases, have DJs, music, vendors, and good vibes. So we're excited about that. This hasn't been announced. I'm sorry?
Is that a ticketed event or
it's not ticketed. It's completely free. Okay. So if you go on my Instagram, you will see the post. It's called Franklin Avenue Open Streets, and it's from 12 to 6, and it's on Franklin Avenue in Brooklyn. So if anyone's in New York City, or in the tri-state area, when it comes to a free event, and it's several blocks long. So there's going to be other things going on, DJs, music, other vendors. But we're spotlighting the natural hair in that space. Where I'm collaborating with Deborah Hairbay. She does an event called International I Love Braids Day, and Kim from LOCfest. LOCfest is different than LOCnificent. Sometimes people get us a little confused.
Yeah. And what's the second event?
So then a week later, we're doing our For the Culture Day party. We're doing a second one. Okay. We did one in April at another business within Bed-Stuy. This is going to be our third time doing that. That's a collaboration event as well. With staple DJs that I work with every year from LOCnificent. They're great. And the big announcement is, I don't even think I've announced this anywhere, so this is the first time. LOCnificent Fest. Oh, nope. LOCnificent 8.0 Fest. LOCnificent 8.0 2026 will be held Sunday, October 18th. And
you're ready.
This year, it's going to be the first time we're going back to the same venue, so that's really exciting. We usually do go to different venues every year. But it's going to be, I'm excited to bring it back to the same space. Maybe it'll be like easier from a logistics standpoint and to be in a space that we're familiar with.
Well, definitely stay tuned. If you are in the area, fly to the area, do whatever you need to. But October 18th, save that date. And June 6th, save that date. So she has stuff going on all the way up until LOCnificent, and make sure you attend.
And I'll just note, in case it wasn't clear, like what you'll experience at LOCnificent is culture, joy, empowerment, and just seeing beautiful faces all in one space, right? One of our key components that we do is the hair showcase. I mentioned that all the wonderful, powerful, talented people that do hair showcases. Last year we had, and it's interactive, right? We had a hair showcase where someone had the hairstylist, the model styled, but they did a dance hall routine, right? So it's a lot of fun. We always feature drummers at our event. We like to bring the rhythm, as well as vendors, DJ. music, activations, sponsors as well. We have sponsors. Some of our multiple big time sponsors have been Talia Waji brand, as well as LOCsanity. And another key thing, LOCsanity, we partnered with them last year to do community impact awards for the first time. And we gave out 2 awards, $1,500 each for people doing impactful work in the community. And we're bringing that back this year for the second year. So that's really cool. That's another thing that we've done. It's growth, which we're very happy about.
That's exciting. Well, thank you. You've heard it here first. Thank you so much. It was so nice meeting you. Thank you. I can't say thank you enough.
Thank you so much.
So excited about your growth. Continue successful.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate the platform. And I'll be tuning in too to see all the other features that you guys have coming up.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for the good work you're doing.